Hi everyone, this is Tina. Welcome to our channel. How is the weather in your city recently? Today our city temperature reached 38 degrees. Feel is very hot. After our Zhuanwu festival holiday, we would like to share with the recent change in the fair alloys market for a reference. The first project of Ferro on the first working day after the Zhuanwu festival holiday, the price of ferrochrome was in an upward state, mainly due to the cost side. So the overall price of supplies was raised. The number two project, ferrosilicon. The price of ferrosilicon is stable, and the market is mainly in the current delivery state. It is expected that the market will operate weakly and steadily in the short term. At the stage, electric prices have both up and down, so ferrosilicon is also operated steadily will million profit because in summer, so our government will control the industry electric. Our product will use electric, so the price maybe is rise. The number three product is ferromanganese. The market is relative steep, but it is mainly based on weight and C. Because in May, the ferromanganese price is up and is rise. So in July, the ferromanganese price is stable, but the market price many price will have price is high and the some price is low because according the different company the price. Okay, let us introduce our new product, ferrosilicon aluminum. Do you know what is ferrosilicon aluminum? Because as we know, ferrosilicon aluminum is the considered in steel making. Ferrosilicon aluminum improves the modulage of incandescence and reduce the content of gas element in the molten steel. It is an effective new technology to improve steel quality, reduce cost, and save aluminum. Is a part like suitable for the oxidation requirements of model steel. Particles have proved that it not only meets the oxidation requirement of steelmaking, but also have desulfurization performance and has the advantage of high-specific gravity and strong penetration. Okay, the ferrosilicon used as a joint and alloy development for steelmaking. The role of aluminum is very large. For many years, the mass of aluminum cake or aluminum is not directed to the steel fancy or land steel. is used in steelmaking. The use of pure aluminum is not only high cost, the aluminum is oxidized by oxide in the air and slack up to 30 to 90%, resulting in excessive burn of aluminum and large fluctuation in the amount of residual aluminum in the liquid steel. A lot of work has been done to improve aluminum yield and currently reduce aluminum control. As a typical representative of this aspect, the refueling mass has been widely used in the fine-tuning and supplemental degradation of aluminum residues in most steel after the step of steelmaking. It is practical to control the depth of aluminum as to most steel, and avoid the contact between aluminum and unstable composition in air and slag. The use of aluminum alloy and other aluminum alloy designation has also proved to be a very effective method, not only greatly reduced amount of aluminum consumption, can more accurately control the amount of aluminum added non-metallic inclusions content has also been reduced. Silicon aluminum alloy as a new component decided in the past 2 years in order to ensure the final actual control level and mature properties of the same steel with pure aluminum. Hello, James Yan. Under the premise of not only has the observations aluminum saving effective compared with the pure aluminum saving aluminum to 40 to 50%, but also improves the costing performance of part of the motor steel and the performance of water mass nodulation is greatly reduced. In order to make this technology applicable as soon as possible, the million of Macquarie Australia wrote in 1989 and proposed that in 1990 all the key enterprise and local enterprises in the country begin to promote and application of silicon aluminum alloy as a decanter, replace the original premium aluminum, and at the same time formulate the provision supply states and take a welcome step in the use of silicon aluminum alloy for degradation and alloy of metal steel. About our ferrosilicon aluminum production is still steelmaking equipment. For the production of silicon aluminum raw, according to the raw materials processing method, there are two types. Our reducing agent is direct put into the finishing after batching in and first into the finishing after augmentation treatment. Most ferroalloy plants in my country do not have agglomeration process equipment, since the electric financing used to production ferrosilicon and aluminum alloy were mostly design-based production ferrosilicon and aluminum alloy. Due to the low resistivity of the basit, it is difficult to insert the electrode at the original operate voltage level, and the brain is not good. Result in the financing conduction begin difficult to control. In addition, the combination of the air-fare protection alloy with a high minimum content, the slag and the aero are difficult to separate and need to process outside in the finishing. Hello, Ida. Okay, open my eyes. The slag of aero and difficult to separate and need to be processed outside in the finishing. The small captive aerofield finishing has a small output of air, making it difficult to effectively implement this process. Based on the raw use of the resins and the production equipment and process conditional in my country, alloy with a low aluminum content should be product view as the user as the aluminum content of alloy should generally be as high as possible, which constitutes a contradiction. And the second and error and difficult to separate and need to be processed outside the finance. The small captive aerofair finance has a small output of error, making it difficult to effectively implement this process. Based on the additional and the production equipment conditional in my country, alloy with a low contact should be product view as the user. The aluminum content of the alloy should generally be as high as possible, which constitutes a contradiction. If you are interested in our ferrosilicon, aluminum, or any ferroalloy, please feel free to contact us. You can also follow up our social media accounts such as LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok. Search 安阳真信 or search Tina Meng from 安阳真信. Okay, this is our new product, ferrosilicon aluminum. If your production needs these raw materials, please contact us, and we will tell you about if you need anything. We will give you a professional reply. Thank you, Kim. And let me introduce our factory. Because our factory is natured ferrochrome factory and located in Anyang ferroalloy tons. Because our tons many factory making ferroalloy like ferrosilicon, ferroalloy, ferrosilicon. Silicon metal, ferrochrome, ferrosilicon manganese, caraware. So many factory will have a competition. So because we are the manufacturer or we are trader, we have a factory manager to control our product quality. Because when we successful production, we will make the inspection in our factory laboratory. If this the test pass, we will shipping and or delivery. So if the because the one contact is unpassed, so we will re we will production again. Then let us check our fair alloy sample. Let's check this one. This one is our ferro. 是不是 ferro? It look like very shiny, and because the carbon reason will have the little culture, and our ferrochrome have the high carbon ferrochrome, middle carbon ferrochrome, and low carbon ferrochrome, and generally the high carbon ferrochrome will influence the ferrochrome marketing price, because the low carbon ferrochrome need use the high carbon chrome reduce the carbon, then to protect the low carbon ferrochrome. And we also introduced our country ferrochrome, because our welfare alloy raw materials will from our country north, because these this area will have the many arrow source. So we will to production on China North area. Like this one, do you know this one ferroalloy is what product? This one is silicon calcium. Okay, if you are interested in our ferroalloys, welcome to our factory to visit, and we will we will very glad to we will very glad to you will visit our factory. Okay, let us introduce our ferroalloy tons. Our ferroalloy tons in iron. The iron is a distribution center for ferroalloy production. In this market, like you can find the many goods, and so in iron you also can find the some ferroalloy product like the ferrosilicon, ferromanganese, ferrochrome. Uh, can like calcium. Calcium is a chemical equipment with a symbol of a guy, calcium, and an atomic and an atomic number of 20. As a contains earth metal, calcium is very active and will form a black contact of nature of acid when exposed to the air. Calcium generally content is calcium is 98.5% minimal. The fair is 0.01% maximal. Silicon is 0 there is a 0.01% maximum. We offer the 98.5% calcium metal as the lamp, graduate powder as the later suppliers of ferroalloy materials. Our supplier ability of calcium metal is up to 3,000 material tons per month. The follow tape shows the production detail. If you are look for other graduate metal calcium content, the sales by leaving the message. Then let us introduce our ferrosilicon. Ferrosilicon from the expert alloy factory is a ferrosilicon alloy composed of the silicon and aero in the certain production and is mainly used for steel metal and metal magnesium smelting. Operations. The operations of the ferrosilicon is made to broad color without powder and slag chemical composition. In addition to silicon and ferrosilicon also include manganese, chrome, lead, silicon, carbon, and other elements. Melting point 72 to 18. Ferrosilicon melting point 1219 temperature to 1316 temperature. 75 ferrosilicon metal point 1300 temperature. The design of the ferrosilicon depends on the contact of silicon in ferrosilicon and its density decreases with the increase of silicon contact in ferrosilicon alloy. The density of 75 ferroalloy is 3,270 kilograms the milli. Application of the ferrosilicon. Deoxydizer. Ferrosilicon is used in the steelmaking industry as a pre-pretation deoxidizer and diffused deoxidizer. Reduced agent. High silicon ferrosilicon or aqueous alloy can be used as a reducing agent for the production of the low carbon aero alloy in the ferroalloy industry. Alloy agent. Ferrosilicon can be used as an alloy agent for low alloy, extraction steel, competition steel, spring steel, brass steel, heat resistant steel, and electric steel smelting to production single crest silicon or to prepare non-ferrosilicon metal alloy. inoculant at ferrosilicon to cast arrow can be used as an inoculant for nodulate cast arrow to prevent the former of the cabbage and the permanent projection and separation of gravity heat, thereby improving the propagation of the casting arrow. Casting ferrosilicon powder can be used as a supersedient perhaps in the beneficiation industry and can be used as a coating for welding rod in the welding rod manufacturing industry. The production of ferrosilicon alloy is made by using coke, steel, silicon, or resin as raw materials, heating it to a high temperature of 1,500 to 1,800 in an electric furnace. Reduce silicon from silicon containing silicon oxides and then dissolve it in module arrow. Among them, magnesium coke is commonly used as a reducing agent, and arrow filling are used as a regulator of ferrosilicon. Do you know the ferrosilicon market has a huge demand potential? Have 3 points. One is huge demand in the steel industry. The steel industry needs 5 kilograms of the ferrosilicon for every ton of current steel products. The cost of ferrosilicon accounts for about 1% of the total cost of steel per ton. Although the fluctuations of the ferrosilicon price will not have the significant impact on the cost of the arrow and the steel in temperance, as the world steel demand continues to rise. The arrow and the steel industry, the demand for ferrosilicon alloy production such as ferrosilicon lamps and ferrosilicon powder is also increasing. The number 2, magnesium stimulating driving demand growth. The process of the smelting metal magnesium also requires the addition of the ferrosilicon, and the 1 ton of the metal magnesium consumes about 1.3 tons of the ferrosilicon. The proportion of the ferrosilicon in the production cost of magnesium per ton is close to 15%. So the ferrosilicon price will affect the input cost of the smelting enterprise. In addition, magnesium has replaced aluminum alloy as an important raw material for auto parts, and its output will also enter a new stage of rapid growth. The number 3, China is an important ferrosilicon exporter. China is an important ferrosilicon exporter. The ferrosilicon lamp and the ferrosilicon powder are widely sold in Japan, the US, the South Korea, India, Italy, Taiwan, and other places. Then let's introduce the two number product is the Ferro. Ferrochrome is an aero alloy whose main components are the chromium and the aero. The chrome content is between 20% and 70%. In addition to a main components of the chrome and aero, it also contains importance such as carbon, silicon, sulfur, and pair. Ferrochrome is often used as an important alloy activities in steel smelting and foundry industry. According about ferrochrome, according the different carbon content in ferrochrome, ferrochrome can be divided into the four types. One, the high carbon ferrochrome, the carbon content range from 4 to 8%. Middle carbon ferrochrome, carbon content is between 0.5 to 4%. Low carbon ferrochrome, carbon content is between 0.15 to 0.5%. Mercurium carbon ferrochrome, the carbon content range from 0.06 to 0.15%. Ferrochrome with different carbon content is suitable for different application scenarios. Ferrochrome contain about 5% carbon content can be used as steel making. Ferrochrome contain about 5% carbon content can be used as a chrome additives for the alloy of the steel. Ferrochrome with the carbon content of the more than 4% is often used to make ball bearing steel and steel for atomic parts. Ferrochrome with a carbon content of the less than 2% is suitable for making stainless steel, acrylic resistant steel, and variety other low carbon chrome steels. Let us introduce why choose our ZX ferroalloys. There are many kinds of the ferrochrome production. The prochrome production by ZX can be meeting current market demand. Chrome Chrome is 55 to 75%. Carbon is 0.03 or 0.06 or 0.1. The quality of the ferrochrome is strict controlled. The company has a strict product quality mechanism system to ensure that the quality of the ferrochrome alloy derived from the factory meet national standards and meet customer needs. The company's production has passed ISO 9001 to 2050 certification, and the production quality is graduated. The price of the direct factory direct ferrochrome has an advantage. Your order will be shipped direct from the factory, avoid unnecessary cost for you. The service is effective and professional. We have the acumen to rich experience in the alloy steel making industry and can provide you with the most professional and effective product solutions. Help you qualify the production that suit your wide demand and suit your market. And three, application of the ferrochrome. Ferrochrome is mainly used in steelmaking and vehicle industry. High carbon ferrochrome. High carbon ferrochrome is usually used as an alloy agent for bare steel, 0.5% to 1.45% chrome. Tool steel, die steel, 5% to 20% chrome, and high-speed steel, 3.8% to 4.4% chrome, and can hard steel increases the wear resistance and the hardness of steel. High carbon ferrochrome is used in the casting industry. It can improve heat resistance and hardness of the cast iron. High carbon ferrochrome is used in the production of the silicon chrome, medium, and low carbon ferrochrome. High carbon ferrochrome powder is used in the production of welding rod. To middle and low carbon ferrochrome. Middle and low carbon ferrochrome is used in the production of medium and low carbon sterling steel, carbonation steel, grease, high presses below brass. 3. Macron carbon ferrochrome. Macron carbon ferrochrome is mainly used to production stainless steel, wear resistance steel, and heat resistance steel. Mine factory affect ferrochrome price. Ferrochrome is an important alloy raw materials for industries such as stainless steel, cast iron. The ferrochrome price has always been of great concern to practitioners in this industry. What are the main factors that affect the ferrochrome price? Let's start with the production process of the ferrochrome. Ferrochrome is produced by carbonate reduced of the chromate. The chrome ore is reduced by coke and coke to form an aerochrome alloy. The head of the reduced reduction milling comes from the air front between the tap of the electrode at the bottom of the furnace and the furnace. The environment in which ferrochrome is granted need to be heated to at least 2,800. In the smelting process of the ferrochrome, powder content is huge. The lower the carbon content of the ferrochrome, the more difficult it is to refining. The higher the powder concentration and the higher the cost. Therefore, the cost of electricity has become the main factor affecting the ferrochrome price. Because of the low powder cost and the low bar cost in our regions, the price of the ferrochrome is competitive in the international market. welcome customers from all over the world to visit our factory. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, your floor. Okay, let us introduce our three product. Three product is the ferro fighting king. The ferro is a ferroalloy composed of ferro and manganese. The manganese element's density is 7.43 gram, melting point the 1245. The boiling point is 2150. Ferromanganese is widely used in steelmaking as a stabilizer and an alloying agent. Manganese refractor reduced with oxides to form stable manganese oxide. The ferromanganese have three types of the ferromanganese is a high carbon ferromanganese, middle carbon ferromanganese, and low carbon ferromanganese. About the high carbon ferromanganese is carbon is 7% approximately. Middle carbon ferromanganese, the carbon is 1 to 2%. Low carbon ferromanganese carbon is 1% maximum. Let us introduce the ferromanganese used. Ferromanganese used in the steel industry. Ferromanganese is used as a dexizer and a diffuser in steelmaking. High quality steel is dexed and diffuser in smelting. Adding a suitable amount of the ferromanganese to the molten steel can reduce the harmful element and improve the quality of the steel. In the steel industry, the constant price of the ferromanganese is about 3 to 5 kilograms. Ferromanganese used in the foundry industry. Ferromanganese is used as a nucleate agent and a nucleation agent for nuclear cast iron. It accelerates the graphite precipitation, shortens and neutralizes time, reduces the impurity in the metal steel, improves the quality of the cast iron, reduces the blockage of the smelting furnace nodes, and effectively prolongs the serving life of the smelting furnace. Ferromanganese is used in other industries. High carbon ferromanganese is used as a reducing agent in low carbon ferroalloy production. High carbon ferroalloy manganese powder can also be used in welding materials and vinyl separation. High manganese ferromanganese can be used in the electric industry to production the C-concentrated pure manganese. and heavily used in chemical industry to produce manganese key. Ferromanganese for sale. ZX ferroalloys offer high carbon ferrochrome, middle chrome, and low carbon ferromanganese. As the leading supplier of the ferroalloy materials, our supply ability for ferromanganese is up to 35,000 tons per year. If you are looking for ferromanganese alloys, contact us by leaving the message. Like the ferrochrome, ferrosilicon, ferromanganese is the common ferroalloy, and we also have the other ferroalloy like the ferrosilicon metal, atomic ferrosilicon, inoculant nebulizer, high carbon silicon, silicon carbide, silicon manganese, carbon razor, silicon briquette, manganese metal, manganese ingot, and we also have consume metal, consume silicon, and have the natured alloy is silicon natured ferrochrome, natured silicon manganese, natured ferrosilicon, natured ferromanganese. Then let us introduce our natured ferrochrome. Important. Natured ferrochrome is also called ferrochrome natured or natured ferrochrome. It is a ferroalloy materials mainly composed of the natured such as the chrome natured, chrome 2 natured, and the ferrosilicon 4 natured. It is also possible to generate compound natured chrome fer 2 natured of the ferrochrome. The main factor affecting is perhaps the composition are natured medium and natured temperature. The main use of the ferrochrome natured is to produce corrosion resistance and other specification natured contact steel. Feature of the ferrochrome natured: 1. Stable nitrogen contact. 2. High densities. 3. High alloy absorption rate. 4. Melt point about 700 degrees Celsius. 5. Ferrochrome natured can completely replace naked element and reduce the production cost. About our natured ferrochrome has about the general chemical composition is chrome is 16 to 65% minimal, natured is 8 to 10%, carbon is 0.1%, silicon is 1.5 to 2.5%, perhaps is 0.03% maximum. introduce our application of the ferrochrome nitride. Ferrochrome nitride is widely applied in electric financing and oxide converted to smelt nitride-bearing steel. As the kind of alloy materials, it plays a key role in the steelmaking and production of specification steel such as the stainless steel, heat-resistant steel, corrosion-resistant steel, alloy steel. Nitrogen is an assistance-forming element. It is added as a component of the chrome manganese and chrome manganese naked stainless steel to replace the shortage of the nickel. Research shows the role of the nature in expanding the assistance originals about 30 times than the nickel as a percent, and in nature to the production of the nickel contact assistance stainless steel can partly replace the purchased metal nickel and bring consistent economies benefits. Also, nitride can make steel have a high strength and high corrosion resistance and can maintain the platelets of the steel at a good level. China and India are the large production of the nitride contact corrosion-resistant steel. The production of this type of steel continues to increase and currently account for 10% of the total global steel production. In contrast, in essence, is accounted for to 20% of production. To meet the demand worldwide, Zhenxing supplies a full range of the nitride alloy, including silicon nitride, ferrosilicon nitride, ferrochrome nitride, silicon manganese nitride. Production standard. Simple and simple prepress is carried out following the method of the ferrochrome. Class A is applicable to see flexing production after nitriding, and its natural contact does not include the absorbed nitride contact. Class B is suitable for flexible nitride alloy. The contact of the chrome nitride for phosphorus, carbon, and sulfur must be determined for each furnace. After negotiation between the supplier and the buyer, the B production with the silicon contact of the not more than 3% can be supplied. When 3 there are specification requirements for chemical composition, the supplier and the buyer shall negotiate. The standard nitride contact of the ferrochrome nitride product is 3% to 5% in China. In the production of the nitride containing steel, value resistance financing is used with the sealed nitride production process. Sealed perhaps nitride user nitride are among the nitriding raw materials. The nitride reaction occurs in a vacuum induction financing or resistance financing. This method is generally combined with the volume steel of the ferrochrome. After the volume decarburization is complication. Nitride is passed into the volume financing or electric financing for nitride treatment. The ferrochrome nitride produced by this method has a high process. Remotely, ferrochrome nitride can be disinfect the alloy, but the nitride content in the remote stage will be reduced by 2% to 2.5%. Another practical method of the prepare the ferrochrome nitride is self-propagating high temperature systems. It is an artificial with two vacuum heat method in the production of the high pure, high strength, and corrosion resistance ferrochrome nitride. The main feature of self-propagating system is two-phase competence. The high heat generated by chemical reaction between elements to synthesize high metal, high performance materials in a short time. Synthesis technology is a process that obtains materials, systems, and steering. The formation of the composition structure occurs in the self-propagating high-temperature system reduced process. The mechanics of the structure is the link that connects the combustion process and the extraction formation process. The self-propagating high-temperature composition process is divided into four stages. 1. The rapid expansion stage of the composition reduced zone. 2. The steady-state composition stage. 3. The deceleration systems stage. For the post-composition stage after the composition will passes. Okay, today's the living is the ending. If you are interested in our ferroalloys, please feel free to contact me. And have any questions, please feel free to contact us. We will give you all the professional suggestions. And about delivery quality, please rest around about the quality. We will make the inspection in our factory laboratory. If the passed, we will deliver, but if the unpassed, we will production again. About the delivery, our delivery about Thursdays within Thursdays. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to contact us. When we talked about some more details, we will looking forward to our the first cooperation. Okay, bye. Looking forward to our the first cooperation. Choose ZX ferroalloys. Bye bye.